Hey guys, Marocellis here. Today we will be going over about 18 different tips, here they all are right here, that people may or may not know in Minecraft. I am sure that you guys are going to know most of these, but hopefully you'll learn at least one or two things. The first one, you can place torches on furnaces and crafting tables by placing glass one block up and behind the furnace/crafting table. Place torch right on the glass. So this works with any... Let me grab some items over here. This works with any transparent block. So we have a fence, we have some stairs, we have a solid block so that you guys can see that you can't do it when there's a solid block. We'll take some glass, some rails, some torches, a pick, and some more torches. So now we'll just go over here. As you can see, there's already some on here. We'll just break those real quick. We will put one glass over here, and a glass here. So what you have to do is you aim for the transparent block at the back and it'll place it right on the crafting table it's in front of. So now we'll just break these again. You can do it with torches. You aim for the back. You aim for the back. You can do it, we'll break the glass. You can do it with transparent blocks. And now transparent blocks means anything like not solid. So you can do it with a stair. You aim to the back and it'll place it right there. You can do it with the torches. You can do it with the rails. This little awesome tip, I think it's just useful if you have a very small house, like I was saying in the video from last week. It's just a handy little trick that a lot of people don't know. Tip number 2 is really cool. If you go up to a torch, say you're trying to cross a little lava pool, like there's a little lava pool right here. Let me get some blocks real quick. You just go right up to it, and if you hover over it, see how you can see the grid there, just like you can with any other block, how it's highlighted. See how the sign has its own little grid box. Well, for this, what we're gonna do is take a solid block, and we're just gonna aim towards the side and make sure you're not in the way, otherwise it won't work. But it's very useful for, you use a lot less materials. There's a little bit of lag. You use a lot less materials. I don't know what just happened there. I think the lag must have caught me on fire somehow. But we just look at the left and aim for it. You can also do it if you're looking this way. You just look at the bottom of it. It's very hard to do though if you're angled right. And there you go. So now you have a little tunnel, and normally if you were to do this, you would have to just go to the side and place it to the side, but you also use more blocks, and it's just a cool little trick so that you don't fall into lava. Or you can also do it with gravel if you have some gravel. Let me go over here and get some gravel or sand to help fill the lava pool. So get rid of that. You just aim to the side, you click it, it'll fall right down. And now you have a safe little surface to walk on. So that's a cool tip. Tip number 3. It's really fun in survival, honestly. It's one of my favorite things to do. I play on another server where farming sand actually gets you a lot of money from the admin shop. So you take some torches. Oh, I already had some. And you go down here. So you just pick the bottom layer, and then you right click it and you stick your torch right in there once it breaks, and you get all this stack of sand. So instead of wasting your time and breaking every single one, you can just do it real quick and it'll drop. And I think it's really cool. This one over here is just showing that torches can hold any amount of weight on them. It helps to make like cool little designs and stuff if you're making like a kind of like a sand tower or a gravel tower, anything like that. You just place the torch below where you want to place the block, and you just place the block on top and it'll hold the weight. It works, you know, you can make some awesome designs with it. So now over here you can place signs on top of signs, which is really awesome to make like cool designs. Or you can also place signs in front of signs. Let me grab some over here. So you take your sign, you go over to it, you'd face it just like you did with the torch. You can pick the grid and it'll place the sign on that side. So you place it, click done, you got a cool little design there. Do it again, you aim over here, and it's just a lot of fun, and it helps for tip number, what is that, 9 over there. You'll see that in a little while, but it's just a cool trick. You know, you can do some awesome designs with it. Let me get some more signs, for example. You can just, if you go over here, see how they have their grid as well? You just click it like that, and it'll place it. So you can, like, make an awesome design like this. If we were to break this, you can make, let me get another one. Place it on top, you just look at the grid, done. And then to place it again, you place it in front of it, and you can make these cool little, a lot of people use them for like overhangs on a porch or something for their build, and I think it's a great idea because it almost looks like 2x4s. And of course you can't get very skinny with blocks. You can get fences, but they just don't look right. So it's a cool little tip. Number 6 is more oriented towards PvP servers or servers where griefing is allowed, or simply you just don't want to get griefed. So you take your flint and steel. Half slabs don't catch on fire. You can't set them on fire no matter what you do. I'm right clicking right now. It just won't set fire. And like even stacked double slabs won't set fire either. I'm setting myself on fire, but that's it. These are full stacks, just regular wooden planks. You can set them on fire completely. But these are just double half slabs stacked on top of each other, and I just set myself on fire. So it's just a cool trick if you like using wooden planks as a build. You can't set it on fire. So it's awesome if you know somebody is a pyro in Minecraft and they come over to your house, you know that they can't do anything about it because your house is made out of double slabs. This one, redstone travels through non-transparent blocks and half slabs. So here we have a stair. You can see the redstone is attached to the redstone in the front. Here we have a full block, and the redstone doesn't get attached through the front. And here's the half slabs, and it works perfectly. So it's cool if you want to make things a little bit more compact, or you want to have a nice floor, or anything like that. A lot of people know that tip already, but some people don't. So this one, number 8, pressure plates can hold water and lava inside of them. It's a lot of fun to try and decorate with it. So it's a cool little decorating tip. So we'll just go over to number 9 now. Water and lava can be stopped with ladders and signs. And we have a little example room down here. Here you go. So the water is being blocked completely by the signs, and the lava, or the ladders, is actually holding up the water. So it's cool for a little, maybe like a hidden room or anything like that, and also works with lava. Also, this tip actually works a lot, and it works really well if you are making an XP farm and you need to stop the water so that the mobs can fall down without drowning inside the water. So it's just a cool little tip, and I'm sure you can use it every day. This one a lot of people know. Ice under soul sand makes you walk even slower than it would if you were just on soul sand. This side over here is just soul sand, and now this side is every other block is soul sand and every other block is ice. So if you can see. And now this side is all soul sand and ice. And as if you see, I'm trying to sprint right now. It's not doing me any good. So it's good for traps. You can jump and it makes it go a little bit faster. So all you have to do is just put a roof over it. Another little fun tip is soul sand. Here, see how it's a little bit lower than regular blocks? I don't know if it's a bug or if it's intended to be like that, but you drop down a little bit. See how I'm like dropping down once you walk onto the soul sand versus the grass. Soul sand's a little bit smaller than regular blocks, so it can have a lot of effects, if you're building and you have soul sand on top. People won't be able to fit through doors and stuff. Hey guys, I'm back again with, I just wanted to kind of go over what I was talking about with the soul sand and regular blocks. This was tip number 0 or 10, depending on how you look at it. Um, if you, I was saying, remember how the soul sand is a little bit lower than regular blocks? Um, what it means is if you look here, you can kind of see like they look the same, but they're not. Um, so if you walk through it, you can walk through it just fine. But once you're in here, you can't get out because the soul sand is a little bit lower, and see how we're low on the soul sand here, but the soul sand here is preventing us from actually getting on top of this wooden plank. So now we're kind of stuck in here unless we go all the way around it and, you know, get out this way. So it makes for a really awesome kind of trap if you want people to go into your house but not be able to get back out. Like, so all you have to do is just basically not have an overhang into your house. They can get in just fine, but then when it's time to leave, they get stuck here and they can't do anything about it unless they teleport out or kill themselves. So it's a cool little trap. This one is fun. You can break boats and minecarts with a bow and arrow. A lot of people already know this, but when you break the boat, it gives you all the materials that it would normally give you if you were just to break it like this. See, we got everything the same. And the minecart, let's see if I can actually hit it. It just breaks into a minecart. So it's a cool, you know, trick if you're playing on a PvP server and you see somebody trying to get away from you in a boat or, you know, in a minecart, I guess. But it's a lot of fun to also kind of troll your friends with. I do it all the time. This one, items being pushed by water on ice move a lot faster. Makes sense, but a lot of people don't know it. So let's just throw an item in here. See how slow it goes. We'll throw it in here. Look how fast that goes. I find it amazing. A lot of people don't know about it, but it's really fun. Also helpful if you have a pressure plate at the bottom over here that activates something with redstone. And you're like throwing water at it to trigger the wooden pressure. So for this tip, letter C, other players can't see you if you're crouching behind walls or underground. Without crouching, you can see player names behind chests, or you can't see their names behind chests or signs. So he's not crouching right now and we can't see his name because it acts as like a solid block, so you can't see their name at all. If we go over here, he's crouching right now, so I can't see his name at all, but he's still there, and if I crouch, he can't see my name as well. So it's just a cool little tip. It's very useful for PvP. Most people know it, but some people don't. So that's it for C. And that's St. James, by the way. He helped me teach a tutorial last week. You guys may have seen the video. Letter number D. You can go through a block on a rail, and we do not have a minecart, so we will get a minecart. We need a redstone torch as well. So what we're going to do is get in the minecart. We'll place it right here. We'll sit in it, if I can sit in it. Why isn't it? There we go. And we'll just place it right there, and it'll push us, and it pushes you through the block. So it's really cool if you have a little trap. People expect to kind of turn right, but little do they know they're about to go through a wall. So it's a lot of fun to kind of scare people when you make a roller coaster or something like that. For this tip, letter E, we will take some sand. We have some saplings, some bookshelves, some note blocks. We can burn a hatch door, I guess. We got some blaze rods already, but I'll get some more. We need some lava buckets. So this tip, let me read the signs for you real quick. 1 lava bucket can cook 100 items in a furnace. You can burn anything in a furnace that is made out of wood. You can also burn blaze rods. Blaze rods are the second best item to burn. Blaze rods will last for 120 seconds, while lava buckets last 1,000. What happens is if you open a furnace, you put your lava bucket in, it doesn't do anything. It just sort of sits there. Until you put something in it for it to cook, it will disappear, and then you can just keep refilling it up to 100 blocks for 1,000 seconds. For this, we got a blaze rod in here, we'll put some sand, and it eats the blaze rod, and it'll fuel for 120 seconds. You can burn bookshelves, you can burn anything made out of wood, including saplings, which I thought was funny. What else we got? Sticks. Note blocks. hatch doors. It's very useful if you are playing survival and you don't have very many logs or planks, or you don't have any coal yet. For this next tip, nether fences and regular fences don't connect, so it allows you to use them for designing something unique. Here we have a little bit of an example. If we put a fence on top of this, it doesn't connect to the regular fence post. So in order to make a cool design, you can just kind of switch between the two. Over here, we have another design. We have a regular fence post here, and if we put a fence post here, it connects to this one, but if we put this here, it only connects to the other nether brick fence. So it's just really cool to make like a cool design or something, and it really allows for a little bit more of a unique design in your build. And I really like this tip personally, just because I like to use the fences as just little decorations and stuff. Next one, sticky pistons that are powered with only one tick push blocks instead of holding onto them. So normally, in order for a sticky piston to hold on to an item, it needs to register it as at 2 ticks, but here we have a little 1 tick set up. So you push the button, it pushes it instead of holding onto it, and it's a sticky piston. So it's kind of a cool little trick. So for this tip, H, we have a sword and an axe. Swords break melons the fastest in survival mode. So we'll go up here and break a melon, and then we'll try to break it with our fists, and then we'll try to break it with an axe. So it's a little faster, not much faster, but still faster. Swords also break cacti the fastest, and axes break pumpkins the fastest. Look how fast that is. It's kind of weird, but it's a cool tip that works if you're in a PvP server and you have very little time to actually, you know, get your materials together before you get attacked. It saves a lot of time. So that's it. Our 18 tips. Some tips are kind of combined together, but I hope you guys learned something. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.